Hey guys, today we're diving into the world of exciting third-person RPGs that have been released over the last 5 years. In this video, I'll be sharing 25 of the best RPGs that have given us unforgettable adventures, epic battles, and incredible worlds to explore. So, if you're a fan of RPGs with unique stories and deep gameplay, stick around. There's a lot of awesome content coming your way. I'll start with Hogwarts Legacy. Is an open-world action RPG set long before the events of the Harry Potter series. It immerses players in the magical world of Hogwarts, offering a rich and detailed environment filled with secrets, lore, and mysteries. As a fifth-year student, you have the unique opportunity to explore not only the iconic school, but also the surrounding areas like the Forbidden Forest and Hogsmeade. The game's strengths lie in its captivating world design and the sense of nostalgia it evokes for fans of the Harry Potter series. The intricate details of Hogwarts Castle and its surrounding areas are meticulously crafted, allowing players to freely explore and uncover hidden secrets and references to the original books and films. The gameplay is dynamic, with a variety of activities including attending classes, solving puzzles, fighting magical creatures, and completing various quests. If you're eager to dive into Hogwarts Legacy, then you definitely need to check out Instant Gaming. If you're into scoring great deals on the latest games, this is the place for you. Whether you're on PC, PlayStation, Xbox, or even Nintendo Switch, Instant Gaming offers the best prices out there. You can find titles like Space Marine 2, The New Age of Mythology, Dragon's Dogma 2, and many other top games at amazing prices, available for all the most popular online services like Steam, Epic Games, or GOG. Plus, Instant Gaming isn't just another marketplace. The games are straight from authorized resellers. If you're still on the fence, their excellent Trustpilot rating, along with round-the-clock customer support, should help make up your mind. And don't forget, we're running a giveaway with Instant Gaming where you can win any game of your choice. Just click the link in the description, sign up, and follow the instructions to increase your chances. Nioh 2, an excellent game about samurai, ninjas, and mages set in medieval Japan. It incorporates historical elements into the plot, making it engaging for fans of the era. Compared to the first game, new mechanics have been added, along with a complex skill tree for character development. The story has greatly improved, making it more captivating, with more charismatic characters. A wide arsenal of weapons is available, and even more builds can be customized to fit your personal playstyle. There's no better or worse weapon, it's all about preference. Unlike Dark Souls, combat here is more dynamic and fast-paced. Every enemy can easily defeat the protagonist, regardless of level or upgrades. GreedFall, a surprisingly polished and beautiful RPG from a lesser-known studio, set in an open world where magic and 17th century technology coexist. The game tells the story of a world nearly destroyed by an incurable plague. It offers everything a quality RPG should: balanced enemy scaling, vast areas to explore, mini-bosses, treasures, intriguing side characters, and more. What stands out most is the wide variety of ways to approach the same quests. Yakuza, like a dragon and infinite wealth. The Yakuza series has retained its core elements but introduced many new aspects. These include turn-based combat, a new protagonist, and a new setting. The new hero is more lighthearted and humorous compared to previous protagonists. Thanks to the turn-based system, players now have fully fledged companions, each with their own motivations, goals, and storylines. The game features a wide variety of character classes, each with distinct abilities in combat. You can also enjoy side activities like arcade games, racing, or simply exploring the city. The Surge 2, a continuation of the Dark Souls-like game set in a futuristic world with unique mechanics. The protagonist's body is enhanced with an exoskeleton, which can support different augmentations and implants, upgraded by collecting parts from enemies. Combat is based on targeting specific body parts to acquire blueprints, weapons, and upgrade materials. The world is compact but packed with content. Each city district offers new adventures, hidden caches, and bonuses. However, the city can be confusing, with no map or mission markers, forcing players to rely on memory and landmarks while navigating its labyrinthine streets. Outward. This game stands out for its harsh realism. No hints, no map markers, hardcore combat, and limited resources. It's definitely not for everyone, but for those who embrace the challenge, it offers a deep mix of open-world RPG elements and survival mechanics. Crafting plays a crucial role, as the best weapons and armor must be crafted. Players must monitor their character's condition, and the combat system revolves around a hit-and-dodge mechanic where backpacks hinder movement and must be dropped before tough fights. The game features large areas, interesting dungeons, bosses, and rich gameplay. There are several factions to choose from, and to fully understand the plot, it's best to complete the story for all of them. There's even a split-screen co-op mode for 2 players. Mount and Blade 2. The sequel to the popular series lets players step into the shoes of a warrior in an open-world medieval setting. The game takes place in the fictional land of Colradia, 200 years before the events of the first game. Players will experience power struggles, large-scale battles, and expanded options for forming clans. Like its predecessor, the game immerses you in campaigns, tournaments, and trading, offering a deep and immersive experience that will have you embarking on long journeys and intense battles. Remnant 1 and 2. A hardcore action game where you create a character and fight either solo or in a team of up to 3 players against creatures from another dimension. Gameplay is similar to Dark Souls, but with a focus on ranged combat. You'll face dangerous monsters, bosses, gather resources, craft gear, and upgrade your character. Each boss is unique, with alternative kill methods offering different rewards. The game's dark atmosphere, randomly generated maps, and varying difficulty levels ensure high replay value. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. Based on the famous manga, Kakarot doesn't require familiarity with the original to enjoy. It's an action RPG featuring character leveling, skill improvements, side activities, and additional quests. You can choose from 5 heroes, each with unique abilities and transformations, and switch between them at any point. The game's atmosphere is captivating, and it's a joy to simply explore its world. The combat is particularly noteworthy, offering spectacular, visually stunning battles and powerful techniques. Xuan-Yuan Sword 7 is a game based on the manga of the same name, but you don't need to be familiar with the source material to enjoy it. The game falls into the action RPG genre, featuring character leveling, skill upgrades, side activities, and additional quests. You have 5 heroes to choose from, each with unique abilities and transformations. Later on, you can switch between them at will. The atmosphere is wonderfully crafted, making it a pleasure just to be immersed in the game world. The combat is particularly noteworthy, offering spectacular, vibrant, and colorful techniques that keep battles engaging. Overall, the fighting is far from boring, with boss battles adding an extra layer of challenge. Tales of Arise is a Chinese fantasy RPG that tells the heartfelt story of a brother and sister navigating a world ravaged by disease, war, and monsters. The game deeply immerses you in Chinese culture, history, and mythology. The visual and sound design are top-notch, and at times, the game feels like an interactive movie. However, action fans might find the gameplay a bit lacking due to the abundance of cutscenes with minimal interaction. You'll need to wait about an hour before free gameplay begins, during which time you're introduced to the characters, the world, and the basic mechanics. The world is large and open but constrained by corridor-like locations and a linear progression. You can travel on foot or through special teleports, and saves are only available at specific points. Scarlet Nexus is one of those rare cases where the game surpasses expectations, delivering an experience far cooler than anticipated. While it may seem like a typical RPG in many aspects, what truly sets it apart is its spectacular, fast-paced combat that keeps you constantly engaged. The wide array of abilities is incredibly satisfying to use, making each battle a thrilling experience. Each partner you team up with offers unique abilities, and as your relationships deepen, so do your combat options. The game is designed to be played twice, once for each protagonist, a guy and a girl. Although their stories intersect, each character follows a distinct path, offering new locations, allies, and insights into the overarching narrative. Monster Hunter Stories 2. This is the perfect game for those who love collecting monsters in a vast open world. The turn-based combat is not overly difficult, but it offers enough depth to make strategic decisions if you want to maximize your loot. The story is light and unobtrusive, featuring cooperative attacks and an online arena, with the added benefit of a Russian language option. If you don't mind cartoony graphics and enjoy monster collecting mechanics similar to Pokémon, this game is right up your alley. Outriders. With Earth devastated by global warming, humanity takes a desperate gamble, sending a select few to colonize the only planet found to be habitable. The plot is epic, rich with lore, and filled with twists that keep you hooked until the very end. The dynamic combat forces you to constantly adapt your tactics, whether in close quarters, at range, or using special abilities. The enemies keep you on your toes, rotating between fast and weak or slow and strong attackers. Hiding behind cover won't save you, they'll just toss grenades your way. And if you ever feel like a superhero and the game becomes too easy, just crank up the difficulty. It'll put both your keyboard and nerves to the test. You certainly won't be bored. Asterigos, Curse of the Stars, is a third-person action RPG set in a world inspired by Greek and Roman mythology. You play as a young warrior on a quest to uncover the secrets of a cursed city, where the inhabitants have been transformed into terrifying monsters. To survive, Hilda must master various combat styles, including sword and shield, dual blades, spears, and hammers, while also harnessing the power of magic through potent staves and enchanted bracelets. ELEX 2 is an action RPG set on a planet where futuristic technology meets medieval aesthetics. As such, the protagonist wields not only magic and melee weapons, but also firearms and a jetpack. The game invites you to explore a vibrant open world, navigate complex faction relationships, and work to restore the hero's reputation. While the game addresses some of the shortcomings of the first installment, it still draws heavily from the developer's previous projects, which is far from a bad thing. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden is an action RPG. Set in the 1600s, the game follows two Banishers, Red and Antia, who are tasked with helping spirits find peace, either by guiding them to the afterlife or banishing them forever. The game begins with a twist. Antia becomes a ghost herself, and the story centers around Red's quest to free her from this state. The game excels at making you care about the characters and their fates, with the choices you make having significant consequences on the outcome. Combat in Banishers is a mix of physical and supernatural abilities, reflecting the dual nature of the protagonists. While the combat system can feel repetitive at times, the game's focus on narrative depth and character development helps keep you invested. Black Myth: Wukong is an action RPG rooted in Chinese mythology, featuring a dynamic combat system that allows players to switch between three stances: smash, pillar, and thrust, each offering unique advantages and upgrade paths. The game's standout feature is the ability to transform into different enemies, using their powers to add variety to combat. The narrative, inspired by Journey to the West, follows the Destined One on a mythic quest, with multiple endings based on player choices. A notable challenge is the absence of an in-game map, which forces players to rely on memory for navigation. Overall, Wukong combines visually stunning graphics with innovative gameplay mechanics. My Time at Sandrock. This is a spiritual successor to My Time at Portia. Conceptually, the game has remained nearly unchanged. An open world, your own workshop and farm, as well as another town in dire need of help. this world has become even more vibrant and detailed. The game features over 100 additional quests and around 30 new characters, each with their own backstory. In the game, you can go on dates, participate in duels, explore ruins, or set up your home by creating various items for it. It's one of those games that draws you in, making you want to play it over and over again. Visions of Mana immerses players in a beautifully crafted world where the powers of nature and magic intertwine. The game stays true to the roots of the Mana series, blending fantasy and elemental powers with an action-packed RPG experience. Exploration is key, with semi-open fields to traverse and magical creatures enhancing your journey. Combat is fast-paced, with the ring menu system allowing strategic planning while players switch between heroes, each equipped with customizable skills and classes powered by elemental vessels. The elemental vessels play a significant role in both exploration and combat, offering abilities like manipulating time or controlling wind to overcome obstacles or defeat enemies. Players can experiment with various class combinations for their heroes. The game is vibrant, with seamless transitions between locations and a compelling story that reflects the series' signature themes of nature, adventure, and magic. Dragon's Dogma 2 offers an expansive open-world experience, building upon the foundations of the original game. The world is 4 times larger, filled with dynamic environments and a variety of creatures to encounter. The combat system remains at the heart of the game, featuring fast-paced, fluid battles where players can wield a range of weapons and magic, making it highly customizable based on the player's chosen vocation. The return of the pawn system allows players to create AI-controlled companions. The game's storytelling is intertwined with exploration, encouraging players to make their own choices while navigating a world full of diverse NPCs and quests. Each character has distinct motivations, enriching the narrative as players interact with them. Flintlock: The Siege of Dawn offers a rich, action-packed RPG experience, blending fantasy elements with an innovative setting where both magic and firearms play key roles. Set in a world inspired by the Napoleonic era and Mesopotamian mythology, the game creates a unique aesthetic, enhanced by the relationship between the protagonist, Nor, and her mystical companion, Enki. Combat is designed with a Souls-like feel, featuring a rhythm-based system that encourages players to time their movements like a dance. This action RPG borrows heavily from titles like God of War and Elden Ring. Exploration is a major part of Flintlock, with an open-world design that emphasizes verticality and traversal using Norse acrobatic abilities, such as double jumps and air dashes. Granblue Fantasy: Relink is an exciting role-playing game set in a skybound world of islands and mythical creatures. The game offers dynamic real-time combat with a vibrant anime style. Battles feature a mix of melee combat and magic, allowing players to combine attacks and create powerful combos. A special game mechanic, Link Attacks, lets heroes synchronize their actions to deliver devastating chain strikes. Each character has unique abilities that make combat even more spectacular. The game supports both single-player mode and 4-player co-op, where players can explore the world and battle together. For those who prefer to focus on the story, a mode is available that automates character actions during combat, allowing players to pay more attention to the narrative. The Image Game Channel was with you. Have a nice day.